Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to another fireside chat at St. Rose's High School, the St. Rose Alumni Association, New York. Uh, Today we have with us Dr. Pauline Baird, who is an accomplished Afro-Caribbean writer. You may know her from What the Story Said, an oral tradition in Guyanese, from the Guyanese village of Buxton. Miss Dr. Baird is a Buxtonian, a proud Buxtonian, and she's here with us today to share some Guyanese traditions of storytelling. She's an accomplished author, a writing coach, and a university professor. She's currently in Japan. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, so we want full participation from our audience. She would like us to turn our cameras on and participate, because this is going to be a Guyanese storytelling tradition, like back in the days when you talk old hike story. So Dr. Baird, I'm going to call you Pauline. This Dr. Baird sounds a little too formal for me. So Pauline, it's all yours.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Morning. Ohio gozaimasu. That's what they say in this part of the world. Twist up your tongue and ting. So, how y'all doing? It's Christmas time. When I was asked to do this program, I started to think about what I'm going to say. Because like many of you, I haven't been back for a Christmas in Guyana once I left. And that doesn't mean I haven't had a Guyanese Christmas or a Caribbean Christmas. I have many Caribbean Christmases because I would go back to Antigua where my sister lives, and I would bring family there and we would have the Christmas celebration. I also started to think about what Christmas is like in many parts of the world. My first Christmas away from Guyana was in Trinidad and Tobago. And let me tell y'all, that was not a proper Christmas, because I was very poor. I was a very poor student. So it was a lot of mango eating. Guyanese used to eat mango. We used to eat every food on the campus. People cook shine rice, that whoever live in the dorm and so on, they cook shine rice. We go and eat. We eat plenty potato and chicken wings and lentils. That was a poor man food for college. So that was Christmas food. Forget about the black cake and so. If somebody gave you black cake, you're lucky. And my second Christmas was in Hong Kong and China and the Philippines. So I had volunteered to work in another part of the world, in Pacific to be precise. And I left with my roommates and we did some traveling in Asia. And so I had that kind of Christmas. You talk about being in the cold. It's the first time I ever did. And then the next year I had a plowing Christmas, which is very, very different. You have Santa Claus coming in a truck, throwing candies and things. Then there's a Guam Christmas where Santa Claus comes on a cart, like a, what do you call this? What should I say? Like a donkey cart, but people pulling it and it's in a park. So there's all these permutations of Christmas. But we are here to talk about Guyanese Christmas of a long time. So like I said, I'm happy to see your faces so I can interact. I see Cheryl Smith smiling very nicely. Good, Cheryl, you smile. And Denise Durant, you're smiling too. Good. Yes, so I'm going to look at those two faces in front of me and we're going to talk. I met a woman the other day and she was remembering things. Being abroad gave her distance and time to reminisce about a Guyanese Christmas. She said, it's a smell, a puff of breeze, a rare slice of the Dutchman head cheese, homemade hot cocoa, rich and divine with the oil on your lips, so comforting when I drank mine. It's the smell of the fresh ice apple from away, sold down at Border Green. Children in baby sacks eating a cone at Brown Betty ice cream. Yeah, remember that? Denise, you ever been at the Brown Betty ice cream? Tag the thing. A shame she never been. You not play this, girl. You not Christmas days. At the Brown Betty ice cream. Don't shame. You been?
Yep.
Good. You see all the talking, I never been. Because I'm a country girl. Not at Christmas. Nostalgia creeps upon you. And it all comes back to me. And you remember, right? Fairy light, gas light glinting through the homes, windows and creases. You know them little old house with them creases? You glint like a fairy light. Then I got your fairy light, the light alone inside. Click, 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 click. That's a Guyanese Christmas girl. It's sweet, sweet, sweet. Your best Guyanese Christmas was when? I asked. All Guyanese Christmas, nice, nice. But I think was when I was a child. It was a magical time. I look forward all year to Father Christmas, who would bring us some gifts, cap guns for the boys, and dollies with long blonde hair for the girls. Now all dollies made equal, you know. You still count yourself lucky if you get the ones made of the hard plastic when they fall them head broke. That kind. She paused. I remember when at Christmas long ago, the school children practiced the songs for the school concert, the Christmas concert. The entire primary school would be shrilling, away in a manger. Picnic and ball, away in a manger. And not only that, in rounds at that. I wish I could sing it. Dennis, you can sing? You know the sing? Well, I want to sing the wrongs with Away in a Manger. Well, how wrongs does got Cheryl and Lynette? For those of you who know, this part of the school started to sing Away in a Manger. The other side, Away in a Manger. And then the voices commingle. But something about little children is Away in a Manger. Some carry a note. Some pull note from their friend. Someone even know the words. All of that. Well, I rusty, but at least I try. Dennis, you want to try? The Away in a Manger?
I got a cold.
She said no. All right. Yes. So we got past the one for now because singing on Zoom is a real crazy thing, especially if you get delays. I want to look back and catch it, that Guyanese Christmas spirit of a long time when we used to sing in rounds. I remember the Christmas concert and the day of the show. Oh, yes, she quipped. In my time, girls used to show off their ladylike qualities by holding the hem of their virgin frocks and curtsy before belting out, Silent Night, Holy Night. And they would sway from side to side as they performed on the stage. It was nice to have on your petticoat and your can with the frills and satin sashes and bows. Perhaps you know, or maybe you don't know, that many mothers like mine who couldn't buy ready-made clothes settled for the tree for the cloth on trust. And the village seamstress used to sew it up nice, give you a nice new dandan. For those of you who left long ago, dandan is your frock. Yes, we pick up our dresses in a nick of time with the hem still puckered. No chance to be flat iron because the seamstress took it plenty sewing for the Christmas rush. Oh, yes. Tell me more. Oh, I remember that nice once-a-year jutta that we used to get. For those of you who don't know jutta, jutta is your shoes. So I give you a quiz, you know. Yeah, I know it, jutta. Good. We used to get the nice new jutta once a year, without fail, one size bigger, because they measure your foot with a pointer or a string deliberately, so that we will grow into them till next Christmas. Oh yes, new shoes for now and then. When we get the new shoes, they used to say, try it on. Try it on. They stuff it with kite paper. They say, walk, let me see. It's still afloat like a boat. Stuff it with cloth, cardboard paper, stuff it. So you stuff it. They say, now walk in it. Ah, the boy. Ah, the girl. That is it. Big does fit. Oh, Lordy. You remember the boys used to get the haircuts in the yard from the father or the cousin or the big uncle or the grandfather or a neighbor with a razor blade and comb. Ray, you remember? The telltale
I remember
part.
that.
The telltale part of the side is a remnant of the English gentleman style. Boys got nice white shirts or blue shorts or long pants, matching bow ties for the Christmas concert, you know. He would get up and salute before he recited his verse or poem. For me, as a younger one in this conversation, it was the parties we used to have. It took effort to plan parties, and it went like this. The teacher would write the note on the board and copy it on the slate. Lynette, you used to use slate? Talk the thing. Eh? Shake your head.
Yes.
Or not? Good. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. You used to get a thing from the breadfruit tree. You know the breadfruit thing we used to drop down? You wash it, you soak it in the water, and then you wipe your slate. That was the slate eraser. I think it was the breadfruit. Yes, I think so. Yes, teacher used to write it on the board. And she write 1 egg and 10 cents and a cup for next week, Monday. That's the Christmas party invitation. I know when it was 10 cents, and I know when it was 25 cents. I don't know in your time if it was shilling, big jill, or what. But it was 10 cents and an egg. On Sunday, I took mine. I took the egg carefully out the chicken coop under the house. Right when the yard fowl cackle, you take it out the bamsey, hot and nice. And then you carry it careful like you carry it in the brown paper bag to school. And my egg joined all the other 22 eggs. They were for sponge cakes that will be served. And the 10 cents was for the rusk and the sweetie. The sweetie. The one that is broke jabon. And the other one is called broke mouth. And the other one what is called sour drops. And the Chico and the taffy in the bag, right? It's for the marby and the whistle, the plastic whistle and the bladder. Bladder is balloon. But you got to blow it so. And the homemade ice cream that gonna serve in the cone that running down your elbow and drop into your toe. Guyanese Christmas party proper sweet. Christmas party for primary school started at 1 p.m. and ended at 3. In that time, we gathered with our friends. In the one-room school hall, girls gathered on one side and the boys with the boys. The girls showed off their new dresses, hair grease. Some pulled through and started to turn back because they walked from home to the school, too much sweat for the hair. The work of the madam gone in vain. She had combed the hair the last 2 hours at best. Sweat pouring down your jaw down to your chin. That's part of Guyanese Christmas. Guyanese Christmas party proper sweet. The boys got as close as they could get to the big speakers of the La Bamba jukebox. Now, I don't know about tongue people, but this is country people's story. We used to get La Bamba jukebox, and they come at 1 o'clock to play. The boys are in the speakers soaking up the vibrations, I guess. And all the while, the teachers fussed and carried things back and forth to our spaces behind the blackboards, packing bags and organizing food and drinks. When the music picked up, we swung our hips to the dance. I got up and showed the whole woman how you just dance and how you just stomp for your favorite song. So I had a video for y'all, but the video not play. So the song that we used to sing is the Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting. You see when the song said, everybody was Kung Fu fighting. I see mommy chop. And then we stomping so. And when we stomping so the ground bounce up so. Yes. At least you do that one, because if you do that one, at least you're not big pound. Yes. If you're not dance at all, you big pound. And if you big pound, God help you tomorrow morning at school. God help you next week. The story not done, you know. You carry your whole year to next party. So we used to swing with hips and we doing the kung fu fighting. And the next one we used to do the strong man. I know the strong man dance. I know the strong man. Cheryl, you know the strong man?
Sure.
You want me to show you? Well, me not me can, because I can get my spacing. But you know the song Tom Jones? I think a Tom Jones son of a gun. Monica, you know? So you just take edge. You just got to take one off of the party. So let me show you. Yeah. So let us say they get Tom Jones. I can't stand up because I'm too tall. So you get Tom Jones, the son of a gun. See you go. Tom Jones, the son of a gun. And you're running off and thing. That was one of the shots we used to have. You know, dancing was called shots. Yes, Wendy, that's how we just go. And Michelle Matthews and Frank Den was a popular name. Yes. So we used to do the strong man back in the days. And then the lady said to me, well, she catch her breath. And she says, my turn to show you me dance. Back in the day, we had big school party. It started at 3 o'clock and end at 6. And listen, child, kung fu fighting and got nothing pan donkey. It was my turn to, it was her turn to show me the tune of her day. The big school party started at 3. She said the donkey song is like, ride your donkey, gallop your donkey. So she show, and she ride your donkey, and I whoop the donkey. Lady bad. She said, gallop your donkey. And she said, wheel and come, wheel and go. And she go, hold him, Joe. Now let him go. This donkey want water. Hold him, Joe. This donkey want rice. Hold him, Joe. This donkey want kicks. Hold him, Joe. This donkey want whiskey. Hold him. This donkey want sponge cake. All manner of thing you are in. And the old lady dep and she sell. And so she whine a road car and talk about what the donkey want. She proceeded to do all the riding motions. Right at the street corner, she drew an entertaining crowd of bystanders who, like me, went into stitches. Her gyrations, I couldn't see how Christmas of long time, mine, hers, or any other, couldn't have such richness and fun. The memories cannot be undone. I remember back in the day, you went back to school the next day. We were dressed in our non-school clothes, called house clothes. And you don't forget, you got to bring your flow cloth and your razor blade and your scraper and your hard brush. And if you're in Guyana, you bring a piece of glass bottle to the school, because school didn't have janitor and them fancy things. You're scrubbing the wooden benches and the desks with the company trench water in saucepan. Yes, somebody know you're scraping the desk, yes, in the saucepan. And you scrape it until it clean like whistle. We scraped centimeters off that wooden furniture, evidenced in the coils of wood left in the floor cloth. We swept with pint of broom, and we wipe out, as we say. And we left to go home to continue a Christmas as only Guyanese children can make it, just for us. We walked up the dirt road of Company Road, singing to the top of our lungs the Christmas song we liked the best, Jingle Bells. Yeah, I know Jingle Bells? You think you know Jingle Bells, right? Hey. So we start to sing. Not a version that you know. We are singing, jingle bells, Santa belly swell. He been on the road and let go the load and everybody smell. ha, ha. And we would throw down all the way we go grass corner at the park with Santa belly swell. Big woman a pass and you stop it. Stop it. You hold yourself, you're in a gun, you hold your belly, you laugh, and you start again. The more annoyed the bees, the more is the louder we become. So, Guyanese Christmas end on day. The children gone home for the preparation. A Guyanese Christmas of long time had many beginnings. So there were many plans. First, we make the money for the festive season by throwing the box, the penny bank, whole year. We get money from mining fowls and ducks and pigs. And if you go back a little way, guinea fowl as well. And they sold them. That money was used to purchase new furniture, add on a room, buy food, take the children to town or to country to spend holidays. It was for shopping, for things like new bed sheets and curtains at Betancourt and Fagotees. It was a holiday for the family and for the new year. The old woman said as she settled her bottom on the street bridge, folding her arms over her ample bosom, "Child, I remember when men and women all became genius manufacturers of rice wine, cane wine, pigeon peas wine, Auntie Desmond wine, Jamun wine, all kind wine." Yes. And then they set the fruits to make the dried fruits to make homemade cake. They make pounds and pounds of black cake. They bake it in Dutch ovens at the baker shop, gas oven, box oven. Yes, yes, a plastic tablecloth been right there. Or they're right there. In box oven, kerosene, stovetop ovens. And those who were lucky got money in cards from family members who were from away. And they used to purchase electric ovens to make the family look a foreign kind of way. Talk about baking, the old woman chimed. Oh, the black cake is a must for Christmas. But all are not equal, you know. I remember when black cake came out, some of them black cake come out hard like rock. Some of the cake fall asleep. Yes, some of the cake fall asleep. And you could see the fat from the washed salt butter in every slice. It don't even seep or we sleeping hard. Some over sweet, wet like wedding cake you just put behind your ears for tell young girl and want to get married. Some dry like a chip. Some even got enough rum for make you drunk like a skunk. Yes, that's Guyanese Christmas for you. And some just right. And she challenged me, "Girl, if you make black cake, which one you think you're guilty of?" Me? Me gonna ask IDs, which one IDs guilty of? Who want talk? Who make the hard black cake? Who make the bitter black cake? Who do all the trial and error? Yes. Which one you're guilty of? I know you're saying, no, not you. Not you. Then who? Who? Who make the black cake? The old woman paused and tilted her head to the side. Her eyes darted back and forth, as if she were turning the pages of time. Long time Guyanese used to like Christmas. Them proper like Christmas. The preparation to decorate began with breaking up the house. Since the Burr month starts, September. So they used to say they put away. I never could understand the word put away on Christmas Eve. On the contrary, they broke up the house. From September, the chairs are pushed to the corners. The cabinets cleaned and lined with new paper. All the 1,000 glassware that never used all year must be washed and dried and polished and returned to their place of abode in the cabinet on display until they are used on next year Christmas Day. All the windows are washed with soap and water that run down your elbow all to your armpits. The rafters were swept with pointer brooms for cobwebs. By a swing on the door, on the bedroom doors, or walking on the rafters. I say high standards. They were cobwebs from on top of the bedroom doors that swung and walking on partitions. That's how God is prepared for Christmas. Tell your mama I say hi. Somebody's mom is 104. Yes. Little country children used to twist clean milk bags and aluminum tin foil to make fairy lights, which they would string onto things around the house. City children string up real twinkling fairy lights, but not country children. Christmas lights, they admired the entire street lit up in the town. Yes. They pull out the boxes of Christmas cards, old and new, and then they drive the nails in the walls and make a V or a Christmas tree from end to end, and they hang all the Christmas cards from Cousin Joe, Auntie P, and Vivey, from our house to your house, seasons, greetings. They knitted the centers, crochet, and hand-embroidered chair backs. They're washed and readied to be placed in the center of tables. All the plastic flowers came out of their plastic covers to be picked, and the parts that are falling apart thrown away to be mixed with the new ones to add a festive touch to this time of day. The kitchen floors would get new linoleum. The wooden floors will get a fresh coat of varnish or polish. Some were homemade, soaked in the old linoleum, soaked in kerosene oil. It worked like a charm. Others popped open a big can and it must be real polish, mansion polish. The one you must heat on the stove, careful, it can make a liquid. They say that's make fire burn. Then the children and the grandchildren must apply it with old pantyhose or stockings, old socks, old panty, anything you can catch. And you sit down, they sit down at them more, and they got to apply it from end to end, quick, while the elders sit down in the Morris chair pointing, go back over there, go back there, you miss a spot, go back, go back. They sit down in the chair like boss. Everyone walks on the polished floor till Christmas Eve. When some turn on the fairy lights and bake the cakes and mix the cakes and bake the cakes, the floor is simmering. They strain the marby, they strain the ginger, they make the marby, they strain the ginger beer, the pine skin drink, they fry some pork, the floor is simmering. They bake the chicken or the sweet bread or the preparing. Guyanese Christmas is that smell of polish and new linoleum and the plastic tablecloths, brand new with the apples on it, and the cakes are baking and the ginger beer are smelling and the steady hum of the tired but excited voices. On Christmas Day, it is a flurry of work. Chickens to pluck, butter to wash, eggs to beat, cakes to bake, cream onions and patties to make, pine tart and cheese roll, chicken and pork all to roast. Garlic pork must be fried. Eggnog with brandy to be tried. Fruit punch, rum punch in the bowls with the little cups hanging around. And polish the floor. It's all a hustle and a bustle. Inside the house, children put on socks and they slide from side to side in the house like dancehall, shining the floors. And the Christmas carols from all the houses float to yours and yours to theirs. Some use newspaper, some use cloth, and they shine the floor like mirror. Then the furniture is arranged and decorated, cushions plumped and angled, table set, decanter with wine in the middle. Fruit arrangement goes in the center. fake grapes and fake apple, or some nice real ice apple can make appearance at the Christmas table, giving a glow and a feel of Christmas. Guyanese Christmas, the ones from long ago. How they celebrate. I know they used to celebrate, I recall. When Christmas carols started to blare, long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible says. You know the man with the sing though? Is who, Jim Reeves? Me don't know who. Yeah, I mustn't know. That just come on. Yes, they got to angle. When they said they got to angle the cushion. Yes, yes, sir. And you know, my mother they used to have this women's group, used to meet together to Nat King Cole. Oh, yes, that's my bye. Yes, they used to go at women's houses and they would like do these cushion covers where they're pinching, I don't know, they're making like plates and things or satin, and they make it and then they go stuff it with fine, fine pieces of foam. Yes, it was a thing in our whole industry. And don't talk about the scrap mat, them, you know, that start from was it Easter, then start make for Christmas. So all the children got to cut up all the old jersey them and so to make scrap mat. So you will hear the song of Nat King Cole and Harry Belafonte. Yes, Mary's Boy Child. Yes, all of that. Blaring on the jukeboxes and the radios and the speakeasies and the LPs and the 45s in the city and the town. You know Christmas is in full swing. Now I got to change my thing to get the rest of this. So, how y'all doing so far? I got to go and see the chats. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're well engaged, Pauline. Everybody enjoying the
I see them
nostalgia and the storytelling. Plenty comments, man.
Yes.
Somebody enjoyed the born black cake. I know who that person is. I like born black cake.
That is me.
What? Who like born black cake?
It gets very chewy.
Yes, the corners. You see, if you like one black cake, you must like the corners of phone. Yes.
Of the phone. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So you know, I forgot about the curtain.
You have me smiling and laughing throughout this whole the memories that it's evoking, things that I may have forgotten. It brings back to memory. So thank you.
You're welcome. The curtain rods, Ray, that's a good one. I don't, you know, I never see that what you call the curtain rod, the metal curtain rods? I don't see them
anywhere. Only Guyana curtain rod. That's a Guyanese thing.
And you know, if the thing come out of there, I slap you in your face, you know. A dangerous weapon. The thing a missile. You got to stretch it across.
And then
you know, when
stretch to knot it to reduce it.
Yes, precisely. And sometimes you used to have to buy the ends with the little hook. Sometimes they come out. I know one and screw it back in. Screw it back in. Up to now, my 91-year grandmother in Toledo is not giving up a Christmas. Oh no, they keep the Christmas cards. Yes. Somebody talk about the fly. Yes, nice, awesome. The ham. So I'm going to go to this other thing so I can get.
And don't forget the garlic pork on Christmas morning. The smell of that. The garlic pork. Yeah.
Yes. That's a very important thing in Christmas. So I'm gonna find my spot here. I have to go to my PowerPoint.
I never thought I would grin all the way in the fireside chat.
Well, welcome to my world.
Okay.
But I had a lot of fun doing this. So she said, yes, child. I remember too when even the ungodly who never see church do out whole year would find a service to attend on Christmas Eve night. Right next to the church was the dance hall. They would go to the church on Christmas Eve night, and minutes later they enter the dance hall. Yes, I say, That is the exact time of year when some men and women become church adjacent. I say they catch the seasonal spirit and they hum the hymns born of the memories of Sunday school days. Nah, she countered. It's the spirits. What spirits? XM brown rum, no? And high wine and brandy and IPR and the rest. What is IPR, old lady? And what's IPR? Instant panty remover, no? Ay, ay, ay. And what did you say, woman? Oh, lady, let me tell you something that's out of salvation into damnation. She said, let me tell you about damnation. In my time, some adults got damnation from the mischievous children who laid in wait for the drunks or those who were a little sweet to cross the street bridges or what used to be there. The children used to pull the bridges to a new location and the unsuspecting one was caught by surprise. Or some got sober immediately and begin to cuss. Others would not do anything but sleep by the roadside till broad daylight. That, all of that is Guyanese Christmas of long time. You don't know? She said, Christmas in Guyanese time, bad. I liked it when the boomba drum came on Christmas Eve. We make time to flounce and play with the masqueraders. Some came early and some came late. We already on Christmas nighty. Some of us get on our granny big dress and run with them to the streets. Coming up the streets, they're coming and they're singing. Tell me something, do y'all ever sleep in your granny big dress at Christmas Eve night? No? Well, I had some cousins who used to sleep in my Auntie Sybil big dress. That's the only thing they sleep in. These boys, they were like below teen years. And when the boomba drum come, of course, they don't polish the floor and everything and they settle in for the night. When the boomba drum come, them all out and follow the boomba drum. Next thing you know, they'll come back Christmas morning because the boomba drum carry them till on the front side and then shame for come home because they get on frack. Them a dodging bush, all kind of thing. And every year as God send this, till I get caught. Them I get caught Christmas Eve night and New Year's night in them big frack. So it's a thing in the country. So she said, the bomba drum, I said, the bomba drum coming down the street and they began to break out in song. Mary, Mary, your mother dead. Look under the bed, you're going to find she head. Look in the pool, you're going to find she toe. Beat the drum and let it go. Music. And then they start for dance and perform. The pipers piped and the flouncers flung. And they did the lady going to market because when you're doing the bomba drum thing and you're flouncing, you have to go. And they got the dances, they got certain kind of thing. The lady going to market is a popular one. And when they come to our house, we throw dollar notes and coins. And the flouncers whine and gyrate and do the limbo and all kinds of styles to pick up the money with fingers and toes. Guyanese proper like Christmas like that. On Christmas Eve afternoon, Bam Bam Sally with the big Bamsy would come and dance with the masquerade. She and the long lady on the stick would shake the bambazam and dance. And the mad cow just dip and dive and race till them little picnic, ball out and hide behind the mama skirt. I could see in my mind's eye an array of colors, black and red and green and yellow. They fill my eyes. Dangling fringes, shiny tinsel, glittering bells, shack, assault your senses. From in the home is a smell to join with everything and everyone join in. Babna, he was the best masquerade man in the village. He used to bawl out, Christmas comes but once a year and every man must have his share. What the rest of people? Yeah, I know the rest. Silence. Y'all know Christmas come but once a year?
Poor buddy really in the jail drinking sour ginger beer.
Oh, ginger beer. Yeah. Thanks, Anita.
100 points for you, pass the test. Yes.
Drinking rum and ginger beer, they said in Golden Grove. East Coast Demerara.
We just sing sour ginger beer.
Sour ginger beer.
Yeah, last week I did a show asking why buddy really in the jail drink sour ginger beer. You know what sour ginger beer? Sour ginger beer does slime, you know. It's long sour when it's sour. It's stretching like okra. Yeah. You know what Brother Johnny do? You must do something real bad. Yeah. So anyway, drinking sour ginger beer, beat the drum and let we go. Hip, 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 hooray. Hip, 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 hooray. Christmas morning. Then we come and we bathe. We powder ourselves, we bathe and oil ourselves in coconut oil. Those who in the city put on the nice cream and lotion, but country picnic, we shine like a moon. We dust ourselves with baby powder and My Fair Lady and Johnson baby powder. Generously on the neck and the chest, we look like floured coffum ready to be fried. We get dressed in our new house panty for the girls and nice new bukta for the boys. I hope you all know where's bukta. But long time, them bukta been hard like a rock. You know what they make out of? Hard and stiff. And then get buckled. Well, I learned now that bukta is a brand. Yes. So the dress and the skirt and the blouse and the pants and the jersey or t-shirt, the dress for the Christmas day. We get to sit at the table that's laid out with the fine cutlery and ware plates and cups and teacups and bowls and the breakfast of eggs and ham and cocoa tea. Because you know in Guyana everything is tea. Milk is tea, black bush is tea, coffee is tea, all of them is tea. Not no sweet broom pan a Christmas and no bush tea pan a Christmas. In the nice new China teacups is cocoa tea or coffee tea. Not the regular flinting cups and plates and ware plate that the salda man just fixed for the Christmas. Not them kinda. We sit at the table and get served hot pepper pot, fresh baked bread, flavored with aniseed on the special china that came out for the occasion in a Guyanese Christmas way. There is that slice of Dutchman head cheese covered with a red, waxy skin, a slice of ice apple that go with it well. We nibble with good manners. Careful to leave manners, please. That is, at that time, a little sauce from the pepper pot. Evidence that you didn't lick the plate clean like a cricket pitch. Like some bad man at picnic who in error would be, they lick the plate, gonna be sent to sit on the floor in the corner by the door to eat. Or they get licked with a tambourine switch. Have to have manners. Next, we play with the toys we got. Mouth organ, cap gun, the dolly, and so on. When lunchtime comes, we have the baked chicken and the garlic pork and fried rice or chow mein and the like. So here I want to ask you guys, what did you have for Christmas on Christmas morning and Christmas for lunch?
Me was pepper pot and bread.
Garlic pork and bread.
Pepper pot and bread for me, pepper pot.
Garlic
Pepper
pork
pot and bread.
Garlic pork.
and chicken for lunch.
Stuffed
But
chicken
garlic
for lunch.
Okay, but garlic pork.
Garlic pork for breakfast.
Yep.
Okay, but garlic pork and dry.
No.
Nope.
If you eat it with bread like sandwich, how you eat the thing?
You just chew.
You know, we weren't pork eaters, so I think I had it one or two times, but wasn't a favorite of mine. But I get it. But now I'm thinking back to myself, if you get bread and garlic pork, I think it'll be a little dry.
Nope.
You know, what's the bad for us?
No,
No, it's
No.
moist.
it's acid.
Oh, yes, very good. All right, so
But
let me go
Ray,
back.
what's buck top?
Bokta is
Buck top is?
Buck
Right,
top.
Dr. Beard.
Huh?
Buck top, you put the rope around the buck top,
Oh,
and then
like
you
a
pull it like
spin.
spin.
bok
Oh,
top.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
buck top and yo-yo.
Bok top,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Spinning
Take out the
top.
wood.
It's a spinning top.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
and
But
got a nail
bokta,
in the bottom, spin on the nail.
right. But bokta is underwear, male
Yeah, buck
underwear.
is on the rim, buck top is a spinning toy.
It
Yeah.
has a buck bead on the top.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So we back to the Christmas story. All right. We paused for a while and took the stories in, and she mumbled, Guyanese used to like Christmas, them they like it bad. Christmas is for family to come together and sit and enjoy the bliss. But not for long, when you see the big cousins come and sit beside the transistor radio, it's like if Jesus returned. The Berwick battery, brand new, it can play loud for the old ears of the elders sitting around. This is BBC, and they draw near. Hi, Mom and Dad. This is John Samuels. Merry Christmas, Mom and Dad. I miss you at Christmas time. Say hi to Jenny. She must be grown now. And Auntie Bessie, David and Gussie. Merry Christmas, me Aji, and me Aji, and me Bouji, and me Daddy. And the voice breaks and not a dry eye in the room. Every sentiment is felt for the voice with the British accent, for John and Saraswati, who left on a hot Guyana day, accompanied to Tamari Airport with all the family in tow. All from Bushlat to Georgetown, the interland, East Coast, bus and car load, they converge on the tarmac. Some even spend overnight. People hold each other and hug like they get hot dead news. They sniffle and weep. Then they bring out the big cloth to wipe them eyes. And when the plane took off with a roar, them belly bottom drop out of a ball and a hole. Memories are fresh, said the old woman. I remember John had come back home for 3 whole years. He was stuck in the cold in England, braving the pain because he was missing yet another Christmas in BG once again. Christmas can be hard. And so that is what Rita Forrester sang about. Christmas time is near. Soon it will be. So soon there will be lots of cards and lots of presents around my Christmas tree. You're gone so far away. Please remember me. Soon it will be Christmas, but no Christmas for me. Wherever you are, my darling,
Wherever you are, my love. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Sorry.
Christmas. It's okay. It's you I'm thinking of. Christmas time is here. Soon it will be. Soon it will be Christmas, but no Christmas for me. I miss you so much, dear, since you went away. But most of all, on Christmas Day. Wherever you are, my darling, wherever you are, my love, Merry, Merry Christmas. It's you I'm thinking of. And so on. And so she sang that. And all over Guyana, people take time for their neighbors at that time, often swapping food and cake and drink. They feed the poor and visit the shut-ins. They're being good to their neighbors and friends. And some children get a rare treat of chicken in the rough and lau mein from the restaurant in town, or they travel to the city by car. Some people send gifts to churches to put in the Christmas box so that on Boxing Day, the less fortunate can get something, a pair of pants, shirt, books, or toys. It's quite something to see the little boy running down the road carrying a pair of brogues, shouting, Father, give me shoes, Father, give me shoes. But his fortunate friends at the back shouting, Father gears, look, you get Father gears. That used to happen in the Catholic Church. When Father opened the box and get a nice brown shoes with heels, run and stuff. On Boxing Day, people would dress and visit each other. Those at other times would be a bother. The fete would go on and the parties would too, all night till morning come. For the next few days or weeks, we eat a lot of warmed up food, stale marby, ginger beer, pepper pot. But the older they get, the sweeter they taste. Some people find out what not to do when the run-ins catch them and the toilets are too few. They walk and whine as they're trying to keep it in, till they borrow the neighbor toilet or beat a path to the bellyache bush. The old lady and I parted ways with season's greetings and walk good and talk soon. I hope we meet again and share some more about Christmas, Guyanese Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it.
Wow,
Beautiful.
that was quite some storytelling.
Lovely.
Very vivid memories, Dr. Beard. Very vivid memories, and we certainly enjoyed your singing. That was an added bonus.
That was a plus, yes.
Very nice.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so thank you, Wendy. Said my pores are raising nostalgic. Yeah, I never used to like when that BBC thing come over.
Yeah.
All these people talking and, they couldn't return, at Christmas. Because once you leave, if you're gone to study for 4 years, you're out there for 4 years, In my research for this, thank you, Lynette. In my research for this, I asked a woman, and she said they were in Britain when her husband was studying in Britain, and they had their first child when BBC went to the university and asked for people to come and do the greetings. And so they would go and they have a few minutes to talk, and they record everything, and then it would be played by whatever broadcasting host in Guyana. Yeah. So there's that. But those are the days of old. I don't know what they do now.
I spent my first Christmas in Guyana in almost 30-something years. The masquerade bands are still around. I did that last year. Not as vibrant as they were from our childhood. There's still the last minute bustle and hustle. You go down by Fabric Market and stuff, and down Main Street. It is the same kind of energy. But I think it's a little more North American flavored than what we remember as children. Family coming down from the country. I lived in the city, so we got family coming from the country down to our home and stuff like that. But I mean, you did an amazing job taking us back down memory lane. Those were Christmases of the 70s, 60s, and 70s, and probably part of the 80s. But I think everybody has the same memories as we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But Boxing Day was also, Christmas Day is when you stayed with the family. You couldn't go out.
Right. Yeah.
You couldn't leave the house,
Boxing Day, you were free to roam, especially when you're older, and visit family and friends. But
yeah, my Boxing Day was spent at your house then. You might to come and have my black cake at your house.
you gotta go to Carol now.
Yeah, your mother had a special black cake she baked for me. You guys couldn't touch it.
Exactly.
All of that, yeah.
My mother taught Cara to make black cake just before she passed, and Cara wasn't going to do it the year after. And she said she smelled I don't know, she smelled this black cakes, the scent. And since then, she's been doing black cake every year and sending it to us. So I'll save her a piece for you.
Okay. Well, Dr. Baird, sorry, you want to say something?
Yes, I just wanted to round this up by saying, when we think about Christmas and the things we know to make and so on, it's not just about the merriment and the festivities, but in my line of work, it's about intergenerational knowledge sharing and how we build that web. Because when we watch them, heft the baking powder and they measure it with the eyeballing it, those are ways of knowing that are passed on. And even if they don't teach you overtly, you pick it up, you become enculturated that way. And what it also mirrors is the way older women treat younger women. And that is that bond that can't be replicated another way. Just being in the kitchen, tottering around with them. It also gives the old people a kind of confirmation that whatever they had to share is not lost. So when your sister or cousin get that smell, they're reminded that this is a rite of passage now. Our generation have to pass it on.
Yeah.
I used to go to my aunt's house we used to go Boxing Day or Christmas Day. No, Boxing Day, I think. Because Christmas Day we had to stay at our house, but Boxing Day we used to go to our house. And there were like 20 of us, nieces, nephews, all cousins. And there were 2 houses in her yard, so it's a whole generation. And we were 5, and the cousins, all of them were 5, 6, 7 in families. And my auntie would make this spread, and right there, she would give everyone wine to drink. Even if you were very, very little, you could be just toddling around, you getting little tips. And I thought to myself, why she would give a kid wine? But she was doing something. I think she was celebrating, but yet we had an awareness of what wine was. So none of us became drinkers because we weren't curious about what wine was, because we were allowed to have it at Christmas. And even if they have the decanter with the wine on the table all year long, nobody touched it because that was not our thing to do. Yeah. So lots and lots of stuff in this Christmas thing. Yeah.
Thank you for bringing us along in this journey. I've never had a Christmas in Guyana since I left. And I think I owe it to myself. So, but I try to replicate in my own way here where I am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Baird. I know it's quite early in the morning where you are, so
Yes,
we're
it's
not going to keep
it's
you
4
any
o'clock
longer.
now.
4 o'clock now,
Yes.
so we're going to let you
Yes.
get some rest. So thank you very much for spending the time with us. Thank you for sharing with us. We certainly do appreciate it. To my fellow alum from St. Rose's, we still have our Giving Tuesdays program on. You can go to our website and make a donation. And this December, we're celebrating our 3rd anniversary of our Alumni Association in New York. So look forward to a few events. And then next year, we celebrate the 50th anniversary of boys attending St. Rose's, 1975, the year the school became co-ed. So prepare yourselves for a few celebrations starting this month and going into next year, June. So Dr. Baird, and to all the attendees, we want to thank you all very much. And we wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to those who celebrate Christmas. All right, thank you.